you join me today in our workshop where we've got this amazing Jaguar XJR in. Now the guys have just pretty much finished up the work on this, a few little tidying up things to do, front bumper back on as you can see, but they've finished all of the power upgrades, and that's the exciting bit to talk about, of course. So this customer's a returning customer. It's been with us a few times before for various work and upgrades. Previously had our Paramount top pulley, Paramount lower crank pulley on the Supercharger as well, our bespoke belt, some cooling upgrades, charge cooler, Supercharger cooler pump he was in for as well this time. You may also notice, and if you check out other videos online, you'll hear the noise, the amazing Supercharger whine from this kit, but it's had our brand new, world's first full silicone reinforced cold air induction kit on the XJR. Will be available in our shops, but the big power upgrade has come from the TVS2300. That's the Harrop TVS2300, the bigger supercharger. It's a much bigger and shiny supercharger, and we've got videos online to show you the differences between the standard TVS 1900 and the new uprated TVS 2300. Unfortunately, you can't see it because it sits below the coolers for the supercharger itself, but it is a really cool piece of kit. Some amazing engineering's gone into that from Harrop, who made them for us. Let's go back now and take a look at our workshop team installing the amazing Harrop TVS 2300 uprated supercharger on this XJR. Now this car came into us with the previous upgrades, upper and lower, running around the middle sort of 650 horsepower mark. Nothing to really sort of turn your nose up at. Good power, really strong out of this. Bearing in mind it's a rear wheel drive car as well, so a lot of horsepower and torque it was already putting down. Let's take a look at it now on our dyno. So with this final upgrade, including our induction kit, Supercharger cooler pump, and of course the Harrop TVS 2300, this Jaguar XJR is now the fastest XJR in the world, pushing out 718 horsepower and a mind-boggling, tarmac-melting 1,071 newton meters of torque. It's 1,071 newton meters of torque out of a very big cat. It's rear-wheel drive only. This is an absolute monster of a car now. It's a true sleeper as well. If you look at it from the outside, it just looks like your standard XJR, but this is going to leave anything in its wake. So this has all been done and completed for the customer. A few other upgrades we've done as well. So we've gone for the metal uprated cooler pipes you'll see on the top there, and the cooler pipe underneath running from the throttle to the heat exchange as well. Just those preventative maintenance things. So we're really excited to get this one finished, get the bumper back on there, get it out for the customer and see a very big smile and possibly some 11s out of the back of the car when it gets it out on the road. It's a fantastic car. Just going to hand over to Paul now as he takes it out for a test drive.
So the guys have finished all the work now on this XJ. She's got the Harrop Supercharger fitted, the 2300 TVS Supercharger, and this is really quite an exciting test drive because it is the first XJ I've driven. In fact, it's the first XJ anywhere I know of that's got this new larger supercharger. The car sounds absolutely amazing. She's been on the dyno for the custom tuning, so whenever we fit one of these superchargers, the tuning is completely custom to the vehicle and the specific setup. So even when we send them out mail order, wherever it is in the world, we dial in and we tune the vehicle specifically to how that vehicle is run and any other modifications with it. And at the moment, as we're pootling along, I've got to be fairly respectful, of course, because whilst we're in national speed limit territory here on these roads, this first of all isn't my car, so I'm not going to drive it like a lunatic, and secondly, we are of course on public roads. But I can say immediately this car is completely different. Even just pulling out of the car park, the extra power is immediately on tap. What I particularly like about it, you can tell straight away, it still drives like a factory car. The power, as soon as you put your foot down, just comes through in huge abundance. But it isn't crazy jerky like some child's modified car, so like some teenager's car that's all been blinged up. This still drives like a factory car, but it drives like a factory car on steroids. You can hear the supercharger whining away in the background, not particularly noisily inside the car. Again, something very nice. The sound deadening on these luxury XJs is quite strong and thick, and it means you can still hear the supercharger, but it doesn't sound quite like a full-on Hellcat, which isn't really, you know, what you're looking for from your XJ, but the noise is most definitely there when you plant your foot. And as we pull into a national speed limit zone once again, we can have a little bit more fun. And the acceleration really is absolutely breathtaking. For a car of this size, this has got really supercar worrying capability. I think it's actually running as much torque now as a Lamborghini Aventador, which is just mad for a beautiful luxury British car like this. So with all of that torque, there is some concern, I know, from some of our customers would think, well, can the gearbox handle that? These gearboxes are actually rated to 1,000 Newton meters, and it's true to say we've gone a little bit over that. But as well as the tuning of the engine and the fitting of the other upgrades, we have tuned the gearbox too. And specifically what we do when we do that is we increase the clamping pressure on the plates inside the gearbox, which stops it slipping and also reduces heat as well. And we're finding in testing it's handling that amount of torque incredibly well, and we're seeing no heat issues and no slip issues at all. So we're very comfortable with this level of modification. And of course, the other thing I really like about this car is the ultimate sleeper. It still looks, while a beautiful car, looks completely standard. It's only, of course, when you hear it, you think, that doesn't sound quite standard. And then, of course, when you see it go, you think, what has been done to that? Ultimate sleeper. Love it. Okay. So that is the end of our final road test. We've tested her on the dyno, we've rerun diagnostics, she's got the custom tuning all installed, and I'm really delighted how well this car is driving. Quite literally, this is an XJR completely reimagined. The power is just so different, but so smooth still at the same time. So the only thing left now is us to give her a little wipe over, send her off for a valet, and we're delighted and really looking forward to handing this car over to the owner, which is going to take place tomorrow. As always, keep tuned. If you've got any questions about your Jaguar tuning, drop us an email at info@visu.com. Join the Mod Squad on Facebook, which is our Jaguar group, where you can see all of our tuning and ask any questions there too. As always, keep tuned, guys.